Full disclosure, the voice you are listening to now is artificially generated, brought to you by satisphonic.com. See the link in the description for more details. What is the vegetarian or vegan equivalent of eating a rotisserie chicken with your bare hands in your car in the parking lot? An entire brown, foldable to-go box of hot bar mashed potatoes with mushroom gravy using a small to-go sauce container as a spoon. Whole Foods hot bar mac cheese with a heap of balsamic Brussels sprouts on top. No utensils needed. Eating an entire whole watermelon and then wearing the empty carcass as a hat. I once saw someone do this, minus the hat part, after eating an entire rotisserie chicken, 58 of a pizza, 3 large-sized Snickers bars, and a gallon of iced tea. Edit. Please note that he cut the watermelon with a plastic knife. I worked at a Sam's Club, and it was the weird, regular old man who would always eat a weird amount of food and also eat relish out of the packets. He rode around in the little cart and wore a little captain's hat. We named him the S Creepy. When I worked at McDonald's, someone kept breaking the lemon cutter. We weren't allowed to have real knives to cut stuff, so they made us cut the lemons with plastic knives, which is just as miserable as it sounds. What's worse, one night the knife slipped and I kinda watched in slow motion as the plastic knife sliced into my finger from all the force I was having to use to cut through the skin. I didn't have to watch for long though, because I squeezed the lemon too hard in pain and juice squirted into my eye after that.
I quit later that.
Watermelon. My sister and I crushed a Korean jalapeno pancake with our bare hands in the car the other day. We got a bunch of other take out to enjoy at home too, but couldn't wait to go in on that pancake. It was screaming hot right off the griddle and perfectly crispy. Jalapenos were spicy and sauce was saucy. Pretty similar experience to rotisserie in terms of both level of ecstasy and level of grease. But I've got watermelon to keep me floating. My dumbass teenager eating an entire head of lettuce one leaf at a time while sitting in front of a video game. That sounds healthy at least, but there's no way it'll let him keep up with his monster-fueled Dorito eating opponent. Getting a $5 hot and ready cheese pizza and immediately eating that in your car in the parking lot with your bare hands, but it's so hot you burn your mouth, yet you keep going until your cousin's boyfriend knocks on your window and tells you he and his mom have been watching you and laughing for several minutes. Not that I know from experience or anything. Sometimes when my stomach hurts, I'll just pound half a pack of plain raw spinach. I learned this trick from my dog eating grass when he gets sick, and it totally works. Giant pile of fresh French fries. Tear open bag, drizzle ketchup, devour while silently weeping. 2 fingers in the humus tub in your car in the parking lot. Sometimes you got to get something in your belly now. Shoveling a bag of pre-grated cheese into your mouth on the kitchen floor at 3. Ripping the skin off and devouring the sweet flesh of a perfectly ripe mango. I'm not vegan vegetarian, but something about peeling and eating mangoes makes me feel feral.